Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Kahalal Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bashim Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone, GMS. I want to give honors to my Akim of YSO, Yahweh Shah, Sanctified Ones out of Nashville, Tennessee. I want to let you know the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, and Hispanics know that you are from the 12 tribes of Israel, coming from the seed line from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob changed his name to Israel. I want to come to you today with a video through the spirit, through the heart, that we must hearken towards, knowing these scriptures, man. I was just reading out of Psalms 119. That's what my subject going to be. It's not the subject going to be, but this is where the information, the word, the water, the living water is coming from 119 and 25. But I was just looking, and saying to myself, how do we go unto the Lord? How do we go into the Lord with questioning? How do we like you go to your parent and ask them for money. How do you prepare your mind to do that? How do you ask them, man? And I was just saying, David was kind of like you when you read Psalms 119. David was begging for the things that we think we take for granted. But for the brothers who done did this before, we all have to go through this to get this living water. And so when I started reading, and I like to read this chapter a lot, man, just because, you see the passion that David had, for getting the information that we take for granted every day. I asked the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, to give me the spirit to do this video. And, another brother came to me and told me that, to edify, man. And that's what I want to do. So starting with Psalms 119:25, my soul cleaveth unto the dust, quicken thou me according to thy word. David was saying my soul was cleaveth unto the dust. I was down, man. And he needed the Lord to what? Quicken, which means revive. Revive. So he said, quicken thou me according to thy words. That's the words. The word, thy word. Whose word? Yahweh. Why Yahweh Shah word, man. It's important to have these words, in you, because we're coming into a day of Jacob's trouble, man. We have to be able to speak to the Lord and hearken unto the Spirit. You never know I was talking to another brother a couple of days ago. You don't know what situation you're going to be, what kind of decisions you're going to have to make. So you need these living waters, these words in you. Verse 26, I have declared my ways, and thou heartest me. Teach me thy statutes. See, he's telling you, he's going to the Lord. And look at the words that he's saying. I have declared my ways, and thou heartest, Salakia, I have declared my ways, and thou heardest me. Teach me thy statute. Have that mindset that the Lord is hearing you, man. And that's a hard thing to do because you don't see somebody. That's the reason why meditation is so important, so that you can have that mindset that person is right there in front of you, man. That's what he said. I have declared my ways, and thou heardest me. Teach me thy statute. Make me to understand thy ways of thy precepts. He said, he said, make me. Those are key words. Make me. You know, if you make someone do something, you have any kids, you make them do something. He says, make me to understand. Why? Because if someone can make you and guide you, then you can do whatever, because they're gonna have you to understand. Your parents will have you understand. If you have kids and you're a parent, you make your kids understand. He said, make me to understand the ways of thy precepts. So shall I talk of wondrous works. So shall I talk of thy wondrous works, man. And how you do that. Because once you know these precepts, man, it's like living water. It's like a light that comes, to your mind, to understand and to be able to go to someone else and be able to explain how wondrous and how beautiful these words of Yahweh Yahweh Shai is in this Bible, which wasn't taught to us this way. Verse 28, my soul melteth for heaviness. So his soul melted for heaviness. Strengthen thou me according unto thy word. He wants me to be. It's kind of like I always think of, and talk to a lot of brothers, man. Because when you in this truth, man, you alone. So when you're reading the scripture, man, you with the spirit, and you might have a question, or you might want to, do a discussion with your brothers. That heaviness be on you, man. Strengthen me according unto thy word. You got to be strengthened, man. Because when you use these words, they're like a vibration, man. You apply them. So when he said, make me understand thy ways of thy precepts, and those are key words. That means you're going to take upon that heaviness that's in verse 28. My soul melted for the heaviness. Strengthen thou me according unto thy word. When I came to the truth and brothers started saying that we resonated towards, Marvel characters, you can. Every Marvel character has have a secret power. In order for them to use that power, they have to understand where they get it from, how to use it, how to apply it. And that's what David was asking the Most High. To show me. Verse 29, remove from me the ways of lying. Take these lying ways out of our ways. Stay off social media as much, man. Dwell in these words. Read. Eat the roll. As my brother always tell me, eat the roll. Verse 29 at the top. Remove from me the ways of lying, and grant me a law graciously. And grant me thy law graciously. Meaning he wants to grant him this law. Understand this law. Understand the law, statutes, commandments. The precepts, the statutes, the commandments, the judgment, the words, the ordinance. Those are all important. Verse 30. I have chosen the way of the truth. So the Most High bring you in His truth, and you have to be. He said, I have chosen the way of the truth. So if you look at 29, he said, remove from me the ways of lying. In verse 30, he says, I have chosen the way of truth. The judgments have I laid before me. So he just explaining himself. Forgive me. I lied. Now I have chosen the way of truth. So that means I want to take away all those lies. Thy judgments have laid before me. You have seen the things that I have done. And thy judgments have I laid before me. I have stuck unto the testimony. O Lord Yahweh, put me not to shame. He's explaining like I am in the spirit right now, man. That testimonies. Oh Lord. That's how you have to be when you reading this Bible, man. you got to put your, like I had a video called "Put You in the Character," man. Why? Because you gotta, you gotta understand where David is at right here. Oh Lord, put me not to shame. I mean, how much shame do we have in this truth? Or before you came in this truth? You know? The shame, the testimonies. Verse 32, I will run the way of thy commandments when thou shalt enlarge my heart. That heart is that mind. I will run the way of thy commandments when thou shalt enlarge my heart. That means when he got the commandments in his heart and it was enlarged, he will run with it. You know? I love this thing. I always love these scriptures, man. Verse 33, teach me, O Lord Yahweh, the ways of thy statutes, and I shall keep it unto the end. Now, if you can't understand that 33 was always important to me when I first started reading Psalms 119. He said, what? He said, teach me, O Lord Yahweh, the way of the statutes, and I shall keep it unto the end. What are we trying to do now? Endure to the end. Law, statutes, and commandments. You try to do it to the best of your abilities. First, I had to just pause right quick because just to understand what we're about to go through. Brothers and sisters, we got to go through, Jacob's trouble, man. You don't really realize what you have to go through, man. You're starting to see. You're starting to see what is about to happen, man. You're starting to see this stuff manifest for all the Akim who done did his works for years and years, starting from the apostle on down, man. To let Israel know what is to come. Why do you think we go out there week in and week out, man? Just for just to be seen? Man, we putting our lives on the line, man. But it's given into the Lord to give you that spirit. Verse 34, give me understanding, and I shall keep thy law. Give me understanding, and I shall keep thy law. Once you understand these laws, statutes, commandments, man, you give away all the rest of the stuff. And it's hard. But, I hear, decrees all the time from GMS, man. We under the umbrella. We was blessed to have brothers from GMS always give videos, exhortations, breakdowns, man, to give us understanding through Yahweh Shai, man. And one of their decrees was, hey, man, stay off social media. Why? Because, man, this is the time that if you're not sharp with the sword, man, you're going to be lost. Like the virgins, man, with no oil. And that's through the spirit. I didn't even have that in my notes. But I just thought about it through the spirit. The Lord gave me the spirit to say that, man. You don't want to be without no oil, man. I got two more and I'm gonna be out. Verse 34, give me understanding, and I shall keep thy laws, thy law. Yea, I shall observe it with my whole heart, your whole mind. Make me go into the path of thy commandments, for therein do I delight. You have to be delighted trying to understand all these things. He's telling me, teach me, give me understanding, make me. Look at those words. Teach me, give me understanding, make me. Those are the words you have to go to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to get this, man. And it didn't come to me by it just came to me because I was riding. I ride a lot. I drive a lot for my job. And I have a lot of time to think. And I've had a lot of time to listen to videos. A lot of brothers might not have that privilege to do that, but I do. But just to see these things that David is asking, these are like begging words. If you needed something, you wasn't good at something, you say, hey brother, teach me, man. Give me understanding. I don't understand. You know, when you first come in this truth, that's what you telling brothers, man. Teach me. Give me understanding. Make me to go in the path of the commandments. That's what you're asking, brothers. And brothers will be telling you, hey, this is what you do. But it's not until the spirit of the Lord Yahweh that dwells in you, man. But that's what I wanted to bring out, man. You know, hey, to your brothers, hey, man, continue this work. Endure to the end. And may the Lord be with you through this walk, man. All the way to the end. I got one more little short video for the brothers and the sisters to enhance, you know, your life. And hopefully this right here gives you the truth of knowing who Esau Edom is.
Revelation 13 and 9 must come to pass.
All praise to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, ma'am. You have a good day.
You too. I'm Esau, and Revelation 13 and 9 must come to pass.
All praise to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, ma'am. You have a good day.
You too. I'm Esau, and Revelation 13 and 9 must come to pass.
All praise to the...
So this Edomite was saying that she was Esau. And that Revelations 13 and 9, we're going to get that, and that'll be the last video. The last scripture. We're going to do Revelations 13 and 9 and 10. Revelations 13 and 9 and 10. If any man here, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He, verses 10, he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Call halal Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakakadash. The water for you brothers and sisters who watch me in the spirit and continue to do the Lord's will. That's what I do as a servant of the Lord. Still give double honors to the apostle and elders of GMS, and through my count YSO, salute to my brothers and salute to the brothers of doing this will of Israel. Shalom.